Hey guys, welcome to today's video, and today we're gonna start a new what if. And it's gonna be what if Piccolo had had a child. So after the Namek saga, Piccolo saw the dwindling numbers of the Namekians. He wanted to feel more in touch with his race. He wanted to feel as though he was carrying on the legacy of the Namekians. And he knew what a rewarding relationship he had with Gohan. He felt close to the human, but he wanted a child of his own, not just like a surrogate child that he'd been raising. Someone that he had pretty much brought up in Goku's absence over the years. So, as they returned to Earth after Frieza has been defeated, Piccolo created a child. He spat out an egg with a lot of his essence in it, so the child was mostly like him. Similar to what his father did, but it wasn't a dying grasp. It wasn't putting everything he had into it. He just put a lot of his essence in, so the child would have pretty much all of Piccolo's powers. So, as the child is growing up over the next year before Goku's return, he spends a lot of time with Piccolo and Gohan. With a child, well, a Namekian child grows up fairly quickly. Though he will still be young, he'll grow at the rate Piccolo did rather than what the rate Dende did. So after the first year, the child has trained a lot with Piccolo, learned a lot. And if you remember when Piccolo was born, he got a lot stronger than his father very quickly. It was a short period of time and he became stronger than King Piccolo. And that was by himself. So with the presence of Gohan and Piccolo, he becomes very strong quickly. Although not incredibly powerful, he gets about the same strength as Krillin or Namek. And Gohan gets a bit stronger having continued his training, because he'll obviously say to Chi-Chi he wants to spend time with Piccolo and this child. And upon Goku's return, the child is just 1 year old, everything goes the same, except the child joins Piccolo with training Gohan and Goku. Over the next few years, the child actually gets nearly as strong as Piccolo. That's right, the strength of a child, he does still have essences of Kami in him as well. So, that's something to remember. So, he is quite strong for a Namekian. He's surpassed Nail now, and his power level is actually around the same as Piccolo, just a bit less. Now everything goes as normal up until Cell arrives. There's not really much the child can change in the impact. There's not really much he can do. So when Cell arrives, Piccolo, well actually no, we'll backtrack a bit. When Piccolo is defeated by the androids with the others, as well as his son, he flies off to Kami's lookout. The child, knowing what he's doing, Krillin puts his hand on him and says, "Do you really want to see this? Do you really want to know what he's doing?" He says, "I know exactly what he's doing. He's going to fuse with Kami. My father's going to become whole again. I want to be there for him." So he goes and follows Piccolo. With the influence of the child there, he fuses. Piccolo and Kami fuse sooner and head straight down before Cell has actually absorbed all of this city. They can feel the life forces dwindling, and Cell's too preoccupied draining this city to actually sense Piccolo's arrival. The two of them arrive and Piccolo begins to fight Cell. The city is being evacuated. People have now seen what is going on. They've seen what the monster is, and they're escaping. So Cell tries to use the solar flare to escape like he normally did, but because Piccolo's son, he's not actually involved in the fight, he sees this coming, he sneaks up behind Cell and hits him on the back. It doesn't do much, it just stops him from using the solar flare. Then Piccolo charges Cell again. Now Trunks and Krillin have arrived. Cell touches down and they all confront him. surrounding the monster. He then gets ready to do a solar flare again, but actually blasts the ground, creating a dust cloud, and drops his power as low down as he can so they can't sense where he's gone, and he escapes as he normally did. So now the story goes the same for a while, until Piccolo is confronted by the androids on Master Roshi's island. Piccolo tells his son to stay away. So Piccolo's fight goes the same. As Cell arrives, his son feels Cell's approach. He heads over and joins Tien, spectating from the sky. He wants to go down and help his father, but Tien is holding him back, saying that if Piccolo can't do this, there is no chance you can help him. So this all goes the same. As Piccolo is blasted and thrown into the water, his son charges Cell, attacking him with everything he's got. Cell is dodging every single attack. There's nothing he can do. He's then punched in the stomach and just chucked to the side. Now as Cell approaches 17, 16 fights him off. Tien now sees that Cell is about to sneak up behind 17. He sees him flying. He sees him coming up from the ground, about to absorb him as he normally did. And then Tien shouts, "Look up, Cell." This distracts everyone. And then he fires a tri-beam, hitting both 17 and Cell, blasting them both into the ground. So Cell takes a second to recover from this, but because 17 is an android, he doesn't take as long to recover, so he manages to get out, and Tien carries on blasting Cell and screams at them all to get out of there before Cell gets them. 17's stubborn, but 16 makes them both leave. Tien is holding Cell off. So it's causing more damage because Cell is in his first form here. Yes, Tien cannot beat Cell, but it's taking Cell longer to recover because he's weaker. Tien eventually does run out of energy and just drops to the ground as he normally did. This is when Goku appears and he takes all three of them away. He takes Tien, Piccolo and Piccolo's son to the lookout. Cell is confused as normal, but then he tries to follow the androids. Because 16 isn't damaged this time, they're flying away very quickly. Cell is trying to track them down, but he's lost their trail. So this is when Vegeta and Trunks come out of the time chamber. That is where I'm going to leave it for now. So the androids have escaped and Cell has no way of tracking them down. They're no longer looking for Goku, now knowing that Cell is looking for them. They know that to escape from him, they need to keep their powers hidden. So, what do you think will happen now, guys? Will Cell find the androids, or will the Saiyans track Cell and the androids down first? What will come of Piccolo's son? Will they enter the time chamber as well? As always, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye.